knows Jude Galbraith, he'd say, "Oh, I know Jude." If you ask any of them, they all know me. Yeah.
You want to move over towards the...
Probably not the best
I'm
of
good.
artists,
I
it's
will
just my
move
personality.
here. Is it on your way? Yeah.
My
Like,
crazy.
You don't need to go that way more?
Huh, it looks good.
Okay. All right, well, I'm just gonna start with this guy and work my way down and see what happens.
This is one paper I don't like.
Which one?
The color fix?
The color fix.
No, I found that primer.
Yeah, I do like the primer.
Want to do wood, the 60 by 40 inches or whatever?
So what paper do you like? What's the favorite?
For my 30 by, okay, I did 30 by 40 and higher. So 30 by 40, you Pastel matte, and 60 by 40, the UR 400. And then when I do large ones, you know.
So you must get a roll. Do you get
Yeah, I
rolls
get
of it?
roll, I get roll.
Well, so how do you, this has always been my question. I've done it before. One Wallace, you know, remember?
So
you
you're
know
blocking
Katie
off,
Wallace?
I know Wallace, yeah.
Okay, Wallace paper.
Yeah.
She's actually produced some more. Like the only size she'll sell is 12 by 16.
Yeah.
So I bought up 100 of them.
I bought 100 of them 9 by 12. She didn't sell me any 12 by...
So you must have got in on the end of it.
Yeah,
She used to, but she doesn't anymore because she had problems with the manufacturer. And then they called it kitty litter.
Want me to stop?
And
No,
now
you're
it's-
good.
so
You're
they're-
doing good.
She's actually got some nice paper. It's really nice. It's like you
Yeah, I
are.
work with Wallace, yeah. I work with Wallace.
Okay, so how do you roll out your paper and cut it?
I take, so when I do 60 by 40, I take it to Hobby Lobby and they mount it for me for $30 on 60 by 40. They cut it for me, mount, drive it out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I do.
That's a nice
That's
life hack.
really nice. Yeah, so they put it on an acid-free foam board or
they
gator
do.
board?
They
Okay.
do the pick.
Gator board is not acid-free.
I was wondering, like, will they also put mat, just mat, not framing, but would they just put a mat on a painting so you can put it inside of the things? Like, I want not frame but mat a lot of my paintings just to be able to sell once
Make them look a little nicer.
yeah, a little nicer. But little glassine boxes are nice too, like sleeves, very nice for small things, but like when it has mat, it's all dressed up and ready to go.
Yeah, a little fancier.
Yeah.
Oh, so you do blending, that's cool.
You don't blend?
Yeah.
I do,
On the
but
sky
I get
sometimes.
criticized for it.
Really?
Yeah, I do it anyway. I really don't care. I'm retired, I don't care.
You can. I don't do a lot of blending either, but, you know,
Well, it depends. I think my sky, I really
Sky,
have to have it
everybody-
blended.
everybody does a little, you know, on sky.
Well, you work with realism. You work with realism, man. You gotta do blending. You gotta do some blending.
He said, what?
Actually, when I paint skies, I don't make them smooth.
You don't?
You art.
You
You art. Карандаш у тебя, вот, карандаши You art, на них написано даже.
What grade you use 400 for portrait?
Well, if I were to do a portrait, it'd probably be 4 or 6. I don't think I'd do any time in 6. I don't. It's too soft. I like it pretty.
I use 406 too. What are you gonna say?
So does anybody plein air paint?
I do.
You do? So where do you go to plein air paint?
I did here just small studies in Red Rock conservation area.
And where is Red Rock from here?
20 minutes.
To the west.
Really?
Yeah, 20 minutes. No, 20, 25. It depends. Like, will you speed or not speed? But 20.
That's me on the 10th.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
you been to Red Rock? Oh, it's gorgeous.
Is it touch or just Metentis?
I'm sorry?
Is it Kentis, Kensen Metens, just
Yes.
Metentis, not touch?
No, it's not the touch.
Okay. Kenson, you can buy in vacuum paper just in a Hobby Lobby.
Where, what
I
part?
live straight down. I live right in front of Green Valley.
And you can buy it in a boards too. Boards are convenient to Kenson meet and I started out on that, so maybe I will get back to it. But if I can work on anything else, I would pick it over Kenson. But touch is whole different animal. Kenson touch, we can talk. We can talk. I like a little texture. I'm more expressive, in my opinion.
See, I gotta get my brush in there, and so I use anything that I can put some Gamsol on or some alcohol, and I mush it
Or
around.
you can,
And
you get in
that's-
there where it's tight, yeah, you can,
Yeah. And that's where these,
What is that? He's using?
it's just an installation.
Insulation pipe, like little foam piece.
you
Yeah,
just
very
cut
cheap.
them.
Oh, I thought it was some kind of a fancy pastel.
I thought it was the best stuff too. I thought it was
Insulation pastel.
It's a little bit better than your fingers. That's what Richard McKenna
Yeah, this
uses.
isn't, this doesn't hurt you because it's just smooth, but if you do
I've
it-
run around with bloody fingers before.
So I bought Great American soft pastel set, and at the same time I discovered UART. So I got, I believe, 320 UART, very gritty, and I start blending my Great American on a UART with my fingers. Yeah, that's
Bloody fingers
bloody fingers, and
and
I-
very sore for
That's
quite a
why I wear
while.
gloves.
And I done a sky, and I'm like missing whole stick of a pastel. I'm like, that's not gonna work. What can I do?
Is that
And
a dark blue, like a?
there is like
blue
underpainting.
that you just put for the, oh, it's purple.
This is a dark set, yeah. I'm just doing this from memory now.
Yeah, I never printed your.
The horizon's so tight, it's hard to get all the colors in, but that's all right.
I like the look of the colors though. I mean, I guess if
Oh,
I
they're
did
beautiful.
landscapes, I would use that.
Eggplant's the best one.
Yeah,
Or floral or anything that has vibrant colors. I feel like then you use the tell you what it is.
Yeah, see, you can't really see it with this background, you really gotta get more pigment.
can I get closer to you? Or it will be very
Yeah, it's
intrusive. When Richard demonstrates, everybody's like right there, like breathing in the ear.
Do you know who's a good teacher is Clive Tyler? Do you know his work?
No, not yet.
He's out of New Mexico.
I got a really cool story about.
Clyde Tyler?
No, I got a doctor that I went to. He basically saved my life. And he's really young and he's really cute and everything. And he says, "So, what do you do for a hobby?" And I said, "Well, I paint." He goes, "Oh." He said, "Bring in something next time." So I brought in one of my paintings and I thought, "Wow, that's really cool. A doctor wants to see my work." So I brought it in. He looks at it and he said, "Bring in another one the next time you come." I said, "Okay." So I did. And he said, "Do you have cards?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Bring in a card. I want to see more." So I gave him the website where stuff is and all that stuff. And so I went in the next time. He says, "You know, you're really good." And I said, I'm thinking in my head, "Oh yeah, everybody's going to say that."
Yeah, they're just being
Everybody's,
nice.
you know, they're just being kind, right? And then I said, he just was so persistent at it. When we talk a little bit about my issue, and then he talk about, you know, my art. And I got, "Well, so are you an artist?" And he said, "No." He said, "But my dad is." And I said, "Oh, well then you must know good art or bad art." And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Who's your dad?" And he goes, "Clyde Aspervig." Do you know who Clyde Aspervig is? Oh my God. Talk
No.
about high on the food chain in the oil department. Holy smokes.
Yeah, they're the
He's known all over the world for Western art. He is fabulous. It's his dad.
This is the doctor's dad?
That was the doctor's dad. I'm like, when I found out, because I'd never heard of him, went home and checked into it, and I called one of my oil painting buddies. I said, "Do you know Clyde Asper?" They go, "Yeah." So I looked him up online, and I'm like, "Holy moly!" So when I went back in there, I said, "You know," I said,
So you start working on the rocks and
so much for the compliment.
Yeah, it's trying to get the shadow coming in, the light.
So you start with the sky and then go to work your way down.
Yeah,
Do
just
you
kind
go from
of.
dark to light?
Yeah, I usually go dark to light.
Okay.
And in the painting, in the
Привет,
picture,
Вика.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying hi to our live viewers. Everybody say hi.
Hi. Depends on who's viewing.
Well, we have Katya, our vice president from North California. We have Camille from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We have Vika from Mobile, Alabama.
Wow.
We have, who else we have? That's it for right now. But all our members.
Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Like what they can view online, and I will save and upload to YouTube and share link only with those who need to get it. So it is cans and mittens.
Yeah, it's okay.
Ooh,
For a fast
I did not
video,
mean to do that. Hi, it's me.
It's not recommended to really get color on because there's not much to it, you know. But it's okay.
And I will get number of the color too from you because people are asking what color it is too.
So do you always use this type of paper? Or
No.
Do you use, what's your normal?
I have UArt, yeah.
What
And
grid?
Teresa actually gave me some 280, so when I was in Santa Fe, she gave me quite a bit of that, so it has a lot of grip.
Hey.
Or, it says Pastel Society of Southern California.
Southern Cal,
Which
yeah.
part? Where?
Redondo Beach?
Southern California's big.
Yeah.
I've
They
never been
have-
to Redondo Beach.
It's also Torrance, called Torrance.
I know where San Diego is.
Yeah, and they have Pastel Society there too. And Christine Bowman is the president. They have a nice group and they go a lot on plein airs. So their group is like very active. It's what like we want to be best of both worlds, big meetings and sometimes plein air events. I maybe like when it will be hot, maybe we can get permission like to paint in Villaggio in conservatory.
That would be nice.
Like in no, I mean if it's like few of us, we'll probably need permission. If you're just you're probably okay, unless you don't have a jar for people to put money in. You're fine.
You know, no begging, right?
Yeah, you're not allowed.
Starving Mormons.
You know who you would talk to?
No, but I'll find out. They have, like, they interested in arts. They have that fine art gallery there. What they support. They have artist residence in Villaggio. It's a nice Japanese artist right there now. Very contemporary stuff. But I believe we can get to the right person. I'm following him on Instagram. Actually, he's a manager and he's like into galleries and art stuff. But that's one thing, follow on Instagram. Another thing is get in touch. But we can figure it out.
We have to go to Utah otherwise, huh? Too hot here.
No, in November for Richard McKinley's workshop, it will be perfect weather
Oh, November?
here.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
November will be nice
No
before.
snakes.
Yeah, that would be too cool for them. But I believe we're gonna go to Red Rock for plein air painting, and there is a 3 piece of plein air painting: park, paint, pee, public restrooms,
I have it.
and a lot
Pee.
and a lot of parking. So. I'm shaking my camera. Sorry about that, guys.
Did you put it on the table? Attach it to the
It's
table?
too wide. Table is too wide, so I'll not be able to mount it. But
Oh, that's right, it's got that live edge thick. I used to be a professional photographer, and one of the things I dreamt, I'd see things at night in my sleep, and then I'd wake up and go seek it. And one of the things that I saw was moon over mittens. And I waited till it was November, and I stood on that ridge where you were standing and watched the moon rise.
Really?
Oh my, it was so fascinating. I used media format cameras then, but I don't anymore.
What kind is that? Media.
It was a Pentax.
Oh, okay.
The slides are about this big.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I'd go over to Page, Arizona into the canyons and do like 10-minute exposures. It was fun.
have you anyone tried to paint canyons, like Antelope Canyon? Did you try to paint them? It
At Red Rock?
like that's interesting. Like how would you go about it?
Well, first off, you know, it's hard to capture the light
Yeah,
that comes in from a slice.
yeah.
I used a camera on a tripod, a Bowden tripod, and then I used exposure for like 10 minutes. And that gave me the most color of the rocks.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of purples and blues,
yeah.
along with the reds.
Well, it depends, you can't really with that paper, because there's no need to.
But photography is nice because it's teaching you composition. So you know the perfect shot. You don't need to search for it anymore. You already.
Yeah. Barbara Janicki's really a good class.
Yeah, took one of those. Yeah.
She's probably one of the best that I've ever taken from.
She gets some ideal.
She's real quiet and kind of methodical about her stuff. Another one is Barbara Benedetti Newton. She's a good teacher too.
Have you took like 100 workshops?
Pretty much. Well, when you live in Washington,
Yeah, they all
you
come
can't.
to.
You got to work in a studio. You
I
can't.
lived there for a little bit.
Did you?
Most like Washington.
Oh, well, you don't get rain there, but I rain all the time. So
Yeah.
workshops are the way to go because you can. I was so close to them.
Too dark.
I didn't have to
So
take a
all of
hotel.
them are in Washington.
Well, a lot of them are at Dakota.
Right too dark.
They have a regular classrooms.
That's all right.
there.
Oh, in Dakota?
Maybe in other box, like I see lighter green in another one.
Yeah, I didn't bring
I-
one up. Let me see. Yeah, if you don't stand back, you can't see what the hell you're doing.
What is it,
Yeah,
Seattle?
step back.
No, it's north of there. It's like about 70 miles north. In a little town called Mount Vernon.
Oh, right, yeah.
There was some
And then
green
there's a
down
river
in
there,
there a
and you go
little
across
bit.
the river, and it's on Memorial
Something
Highway.
like this one here.
Never seen my kid. I'll go check it out.
And
Where
they
the
got,
Navajo live, right
they
in
do-
there.
Most of them do a plein air and in studio. Sometimes the weather's not so good.
Are they free or they charge?
Oh, no, they're expensive. Teresa does a workshop there, and Richard does a workshop.
You live next to Washington?
Marla does, she does it. Medford, Oregon.
Oregon's beautiful.
Amanda Houston would be somebody too that would be a good workshop teacher.
Let's talk. Please send me some ideas, like what we can do, whom we can talk. And we start reaching out to people for 2020, 2021.
And I have all their phone numbers, so if you need them.
No, I would let you do a first call.
Yeah, you can bring them on, there you
In
go.
charge of the work.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, you just.
Guys, look, I got more time on my
You just
hands.
opened up, yeah, now you're hired. Help us out.
I used to work for a company called Packard.
Packard?
Packard. Kenworth and Peterbilt trucks.
Here's
We
some
broke
beautiful
them?
How long
shadows.
have you been doing art?
Let's see. All my life. When I was a little girl, I remember I was doing this. Because I can see things like that.
Yeah.
But I guess Pastel I've been doing since 2003.
I wanted to get into oil. I'm glad they wrote oil.
Stupid. Want to try oil? Stupid. I'm actually gonna, when I go back to Washington, I'm gonna pick up all my oils. I couldn't bring them
Well,
back.
if you're gonna feed you pastel, I'm gonna make you do oil.
Okay, you're gonna be my teacher though.
Do
Okay?
you only do oil now?
She likes pastels.
But I do.
Now's the time.
I like
I started
pastel
with
too.
pastel.
I just want to do, I have canvas at home, but I want to put paint on it, or do oil then.
Well, right now, I'm actually experimenting with underpaintings and
You know, I did a oil pastel, it's got a black horse on it, that horse with the black leather on it. That's actually oil pastel.
This Terry's pretty hard, actually.
Black oil.
This new set, it's got like a film on it.
What's the advantage of that?
I don't know.
Do you want to use them on a
I was trying to
part
make
of
it smooth.
your art?
The oil pastel was smooth, man, so I tried to take the oil.
Oh.
well, you can use that oil pastel and use like
Move it around? Smooth it out?
There is very soft blue earths there, and there is some also extra softs in that sample set from Dakota of soft ones. Yeah.
Oh,
So if you
Here's a
Fine.
good color for your,
find the match there,
That's what I want. That's my favorite.
David, this one's pretty good.
what do you got?
That one would be pretty good for your painting
It's all.
to try.
Yeah, I did a portrait like that.
Now that's the blue earth.
Alcohol.
Do you ever go to-
Oh, look how much easier it is to put on there.
Stuart has at the art factory?
Yeah, next time I do one, I'll just use UArt, but this is a good challenge for me.
Because every Tuesday night.
Sometimes you have to change them up.
Arts Factory.
Yeah.
I started with LaCarte,
oh,
and I thought, oh, this is horrible. So then I moved to something else, and then
Pastel drawings?
I go back to it every once in a while because it's
Oh, everyone?
you know when you stand in front of it, you don't have a lot of latitude. So you have to put it down and mean it.
Yeah,
There's a big difference.
that's nice.
we will go. I guess we'll say thank you everybody for watching, and we will show you end result. It was fun, and we'll just gonna watch David to finish his work. Thank you so much, David.
All right, thank you for watching.
Thank you, and David will continue to work on it. Thank you, guys.